like making everyone equal, and like to show that like black lives matter and stuff.
A month where you celebrate black people, and like I don't know, a month to celebrate on what my ancestors did for me to be here today. I don't know.
It definitely means something to me, as I did always grow up like celebrating it. As in primary school we always did events, and also secondary school.
I don't even know, man. I didn't really pay much attention to it when I got taught, so I don't.
What type of things do you remember what you were covering in history? Any names?
No, not really.
Black History Month, like where we celebrate like all the like great things that black people done.
It's our time, to like express the black culture and show people what black is like. Because black isn't anything, black is everything.
The like recognition of what black people went through in like slavery and like getting equal rights.
It means to me my ancestors slave. Like, they were funny. The slavery, innit?
What does it mean to me? It means kind of remembering and like remembering and respecting obviously kind of the history of like black people and what they went through and everything, and oppression and discrimination and everything, and racism in general. But also like not like just that, but like acknowledging in it, do you know what I mean? And how kind of it's changed, and also the change that still needs to be made. Do you know what I mean?
We're not telling key moments in British history. Whole aspects of the story of Britain are simply being left out of the picture. And I think it's time that changed.
Let's go.
Hi, my name's Rihanna. Welcome to the Black History Month Baseline. What you've just heard are our answers to the question, what does Black History Month mean to you? What you're about to hear is a discussion between Zian, China, Aaron and Emmanuel talking about the question in depth and what it means to them. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
It's just kind of a shame that at a young age you can't really participate and celebrate in your identity.
How can you not want to learn about your past because you can't go forward without understanding your past?
Emmanuel, China, Zian. I'm going to read this statement and you guys respond honestly, openly. Tell me what you feel about this statement, yeah? Not too deep. Black History Month should be about remembering and nothing else.
I think that like Black History Month should be maybe split into like two halves. So like one, like the first 2 weeks or so of the month is about remembering the past, and like the second, like the third and fourth week of the month should be like about remembering like the present and the future. So like in the past you could do like Black Panthers or something, and now you could do, I don't know, Stormzy or someone, and then future you could like do someone else that could be coming up in power.
That's it, pretty interesting though, splitting up the month between two, focus on what has happened, what the world has been blessed with, and then what we can look forward to. I think that's quite an interesting take. China, same statement, can you remember it?
Wait, can you say statement again?
Black History Month
Yeah.
should be about remembering and nothing else.
I agree with that. It's also a month to express each other's cultures, like African cultures, Caribbean cultures, people from like different small islands. Yeah, I think it's a time where we should express our cultures, not only to remember about like slavery and stuff, but to also move past that and actually, you know, just express your cultures and stuff. Because you don't get a chance to do that. People like schools, they actually give you like a chance to do that.
Right.
But yeah, some schools, they just teach you about the same old stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
So is it fair to say then that you disagree with that statement?
No, it kind of depends.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends. Okay, that's fair. And Emmanuel, how about yourself? Black History Month should be about remembering and nothing else.
I disagree. I think because of the name Black History Month, I think everyone automatically wants to go into their history because that is the month for it. But there is not that many other days or months to celebrate the other aspects of Black culture. So I'll say no. I'll say definitely it should be encompassing everything in that month. And I kind of agree with what Zian said, sort of dividing the month into two and figuring out and learning about the past, and also learning and exploring potentials of what the future looks like.
Yeah, we're experiencing the full embodiment of what Black History Month is.
Can I skip this question? I'm not sure I know any Black inventors. Define inventors.
People that made things. The first people to make this, first people to make that. Or the person, this is the reason why you have a tennis racket, because someone invented the game of tennis.
No, my mind, no, I don't know any of that.
I don't know.
The guy that I swear he discovered light bulbs or fire or something like that. Yeah, I don't.
Where did you learn that?
I learned that in my own knowledge. I teach myself at home. I hate school. School don't teach me nothing.
I don't really know any.
Say that again?
The man that invented the light bulb, I think he was black, and then like the people lied and said he wasn't, or something like that. I don't know.
Where did you get that?
From history, I think. I think so. Yeah.
And that was history from school?
Yeah, when I pay attention, I might have heard it wrong, but I think so.
Well, I really don't know about that as well, but.
When I talk to young Black people, what they tell me is that they are as desperate as I was when I was their age to learn more about the longer history of the Black presence in Britain, and that history is still not being taught to them at school.
My name is Jaden. Welcome to the Black History Month Baselines. What you've just heard are the answers from young people who are asked the question, what Black inventors do you know? What you are about to hear is a discussion between Zian, China, Aaron, and Emmanuel about the topic in depth. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
What a lot of people are taught at school are the biographies of individual Black people. And there's lots of good stuff that comes out of that. It's really great that kids now learn about Mary Seacole and they learn about Walter Tull. That's great, and I haven't got a problem with it. But if you only do that, what you find is you just create these isolated Black characters. And what you don't learn about are the forces that led Britain to interact with Africa.
So, Zian, can you share someone you researched and educate the masses on the Black inventors that you found out about?
Found out about this, like, guy. He was named Otis Boykin, and he was the guy that he created the pacemaker in 1960. And by this changed the world and like saving people's lives and stuff.
That's a huge contribution to civilization and modern technology. Without that, I don't know, is Ericsson going to be able to play football again? Do you get what I'm saying? That's how deep it is. I don't know if you guys watch football, but there was a Danish player that he collapsed, right? He now needs a pacemaker to continue to play football. Without Otis, Ericsson may not be able to bless the field again and show us his skills that he possesses.
I've got a question on Otis. I think Otis has done a remarkable thing by creating the pacemaker. But did you know this is the first time of me hearing it?
Same.
I didn't know, and I consider myself as someone who can easily have access to information, whether it's on the phone, whether it's on internet, book, or whatever, and I haven't come across Otis at all. Not even in a meme, nothing.
Nothing. It's one of those ones that get overlooked.
Yeah.
You know, and I think this is why conversations like this are important, because we shed light on the ones that are left in the dark.
I think we need an Otis Heart Day.
That would be a very good day.
All right, back to the statements. People only care about Black History Month now because of the Black Lives Matter movement. Discuss.
That is a very fair point.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Black History Month was looked into as much as after last year and what happened. I feel like it's looked at much deeper and much more, and instead of I feel like there's less police brutality and stuff, especially after what happened last year. So
I agree with that statement actually, because before 2020, I never really celebrated Black History Month at school, or you never seen any posters or anything about it, no community parties or that. So most of the time, I mostly just spent it with my family. But after 2020, most people have been actually doing their research because of Black Lives Matter and stuff. And yeah, I actually kind of agree with that statement.
Yeah. It's sad though, don't you think?
Very.
Yeah.
The fact that
someone had to die for someone to then celebrate black culture. I've got Marie Van Britten Brown. She created the first home security system in 1969.
Could you imagine that?
Oh wow.
No one knows about this.
So, do you know anything of what this system looked like? Did it have cameras?
There are diagrams.
Wait, so what did she invent?
The first home security system.
So look, did you know that the first home security system was invented by a Black nurse? Meet Marie Van Britten Brown. Although she was a full-time nurse, she recognized the security threats to her home and devised a system that would alert her of strangers at her door and contact relevant authorities as quickly as possible. You know how advanced that is at this time.
Especially when she was a nurse as well, so she wasn't even qualified in them fields.
Yeah.
Marie Van Britten Brown.
She's a G.
So, not only that, remember, Zian, you just touched on something. She was a nurse, right?
Yeah.
She wasn't a genius then, though.
No.
She became a genius after her invention. Now we're studying her, because if it weren't for that home security system that she managed to create, do you think we'll be talking about her as a nurse today?
She was genius before the invention.
But we would never know that until she completed the home security system.
Right. So who has the right to say who's a genius?
No one.
Oh.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Everyone is entitled to think that, like, I could say that Aaron's a genius.
I am, therefore. That solves that. Look at all the things that we've created in this world. We're doing a podcast about black inventors, and the list is long, people. We've only gone through 2 people, and they've contributed to society massively and still actually contribute today, even though they're no longer with us, but they've left something of themselves with us. And the fact that it's taken a tragedy like George Floyd being brutally murdered, let's be real, it's taken for that for companies to be like, or organizations to be like, yes, we stand with black people, yes, we hear your voice, and we want to be part of that change that needs to be made.
Yeah.
We've been saying this change needed to be made from long time. And yes, there are results of those changes. There are successes of those changes. I mean, look at us with 4 black people inside of a space, not getting bothered by anyone, being able to speak openly and freely, and in the future be able to put this out to have it listened to by the masses, right? So people have broken down barriers, pushed through doors and all of that, but I say it's not enough yet. It's not enough yet. I don't fully believe that every man is equal.
Will it ever be enough?
Will it ever be enough? That's a good question. I don't know what enough is.
What does enough look like in your eyes?
What does enough look like? I think for me, enough may look like not walking down the street and being stopped by the police for no reason.
Yeah.
Will it ever be enough? And what does it look like, as people right now can't really differentiate between different people? I feel, as a person, that Black History Month, or Black History, or the month, whatever we want to call it, should be that platform where we remind the world that black culture has enhanced the world, not put it back.